Good afternoon. The time is 2:22 and 33 seconds p.m. I think it is now. I think we're going on to the 15th. Well, it's the 16th Sunday. 16th Sunday, August 2026. 4-T, the sanctuary pursuit of the golden truth. Channeling in the solar Jaguar Emperor through the solar white wizard. And great minds think alike. Put your mind to it, you can do anything. So, afternoon, esteemed ladies and gentlemen. The Great Mass Awakening, unstoppable, inevitable, irreversible, unavoidable. Awake, rise and shine. Abracadabra, intent, pulse, receptivity, and enchanting. Pluto, life, death, rebirth, transformation, reformation, restoration. And we're in that transitional, transmutational, transformational stage phase level we are in. Do a quick card reading before I get to my little message that goes out to the masses all over the globe. Planet Earth as we know it. And Mother Goddess Gaia. Times are getting ahead, aren't they? Times is getting ahead. In these tangible moments, movements of the now. Rightio, what do we have for the fairy oracle cards? Okay, we've got to use our inner power. Inner power comes from your biological blueprint, authenticity, authentic selves. And it's just a matter of awakening and being aware and acknowledging everything around you guys. Strength, wisdom, and beauty. Because you're all beautiful out there, as you all know and aware of now. And my unconditional divine love flowing out there with the divine timing and divine right. Been getting this show on the road for the last 30 odd years now. And it's all coming to light as we speak. And as you hear, as I transmit and casting it out and beaming out. With the beacon, holding the beacon of light. In the wheel of fortune. Wheel of Fortune. That's a good one. Using the inner power in the Wheel of Fortune. I'll just do one more. And we have Judgment. Wheel of Fortune. Judgment. As I said, the Great Mass Awakening. Unstoppable. Inevitable. Irreversible, unavoidable. Awake, rise and shine to your true, authentic blueprint of authenticity. And we're getting there, aren't we? So, inner power. As I said, I'm thrilled to be here, to be your guide with assistance, help and support. And it's all a happening thing because we are mastery of everything, because we are conquerors, victorious, with victory and success. Illusion of the modern rank. Greetings to the people of the world. Planet Earth as we know it. And transmitting out from Australia, from under great protection from the Southern Cross. Turn on the light, expose the darkness, and let the truth prevail. Go with the flow. Look around you today. Look at the modern world. Look at our education system, our schools, our universities, our streets, and our political arena. What do you see? What do you see? You see screaming mobs. You see student protesters marching in lockstep, chanting pre-packaged slogans, completely brainwashed by emotional hatred. They yell words like fascist and racist without an ounce of critical thinking. It is pure stupidity. It is moronic behaviour. Moronic human behaviour. Shouldn't even be happening. Shouldn't even be existing. Our plane, our timeline, our reality, and our realm. They believe they have authority because they stand in a crowd. They believe they have rank because they repeat what they were taught in a classroom. But they are trapped in a matrix of illusions and webs of deceptions. We are standing on the very cusp of revolution, a global awakening where the old false systems of control are cracking down to the bedrock. They believe they can silence the independent mind, but today I am tearing down that matrix. I'm asking a question that the collective mass is terrified to face. If biology, genetic purity, and uncompromised ancestral lineage were the true metrics of authority and rank in this world, where would you stand? Let me show you what true, unshakable authority looks like. True authority is not given to you by government, a piece of paper, or a university degree. True rank is hard-coded into your cells by the divine architect. It cannot be bought, it cannot be faked, and it cannot be duplicated. I do not guess who I am, because I am who I am. I have sequenced my paternal house to the highest standard on earth. The advanced 838-marker, big Y-DNA. Test. It's all a test on us, isn't it? All one big test, having this human experience. And when the global database ran the numbers across millions of people, it returned a blank screen. No matches found. The universe cleared the canvas on purpose. I am the sole pioneering benchmark, a master template for my entire male line. I'm a child of the word, and spread the word because the word is the word. Born from the original spoken frequency of creation, creating a blueprint that needs no secondary earthly validation. For too long, our origins were spoken of only in whispers or ancient texts. But now the barrier has collapsed. DNA science has finally caught up to our plane, our timeline, our reality, and our realm. To zero, validate what was always true in the spirit. My terminal haplogroup is R-BY 40704. My paternal line was formed when it split from the rest of humankind in 950 BCE, during the early Iron Age. I can give you the exact atomic coordinate on my Y chromosome position. 14149985. We're an unbroken chain of fathers and sons, successfully carried a single chemical mutation, flipping a G for golf, to an A for alpha across 3,000 years of history. On my maternal side, I hold haplogroup H for hotel, 1A for alpha. Sorry, I stand corrected. H for hotel, 1E for echo, and 1A for alpha. Tracking back to the post-glacial seafaring pioneers of the Atlantic facade in 2350 BCE. And to lock this all up, lock this biological vessel in absolute structural purity. I inherited A negative blood from both of my parents. My biology is a flawless, homozygous, recessive grid. I'm a genomic monolith. My body is a chemically closed temple that refuses to blend in to the genetic collective mass. My cells recognise their homeland. My intuition has never let me down. I felt the pull to Devon, Cornwall, Wales and Brittany, the great Celtic sea ring, long before the test proved it. My line flows through the ancient RSRY 2627 marker, the elite chieftain lines of ancient southwestern France. I hold the 1688 baptismal record of my direct ancestor, Louis Duchard of Ponthieu, France. When you strip my surname of its modern packaging, it reveals its raw Latin core. Duchard the Duke, Juliet, uniform Charlie, Vector Duke, Delta, uniform Charlie, and 2 ducks. Delta, uniform X-ray. The absolute commander and sovereign leader. But trace it eon spec, due short means judge. It is an ancient primordial judex, Judex, the arbiter of law. This judicial crown travels back through the fiercely independent ancient Celts, Charlie, Echo, Lima, Tango, Sierra, stretching deep into biblical history, rooted all the way back to the survival and law of Noah, flowing straight down through the line of his son, Japheth, Japheth, whose descendants built the very foundations of Europe. I'm a family of ancient antiquity, of judges, holding the sacred keys to ancient knowledge and primordial wisdom that have been intentionally hidden from the uninitiated eyes of the world. My bloodline is an uncompromised line of ancient lawgivers who carried the scales of absolute cosmic truth long before the modern legal system distorted justice. Look at my coat of arms. It features an open helmet facing directly forward, the explicit marker of a knight who refuses to hide in profile, looking at the world with fearless oversight, observing. It features the ancient diadem band underneath the crown, the solid foundation of my authority. It carries 3 white scalloped shells, the emblem of the lone pilgrim, who walks entirely alone, independent of the crowd. And across the bottom sits our internal motto, Honestat Virtusitas Stat. Honour is established through ancestry. or ancient lineage endures through honour. My blood lineage only stands because it refused to compromise its integrity. But this lineage is not merely tied to terrestrial soil, it is anchored to the stars, universe, cosmos. I am directly aligned with the royal star Antares. Alpha, November, Tango Alpha, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. The heart of the cosmic warrior, the celestial furnace of protection and spiritual battle. I am here to reveal that which has been long concealed by the gatekeepers of the matrix. The veil is tearing. The ancient hidden structures of power are being laid bare. This vessel is a solar white wizard, enacting the divine magic of timeless wisdom, holding the cosmic light that dissolves worldly illusions. In my spirit walks a jaguar, the deeply respected Mayan royalty of the jungle, moving silently through the dark, guarding sacred thresholds of truth and unyielding power. My spiritual lineage traces back through the primordial currents of the sacred Nile, back in Egypt, drawing from the source of ancient mystery and high dynastic lore. I carry the unyielding visionary power of the wood dragon, the precise imperial China emperor choice. The wood dragon does not ask for permission to rule. It establishes organic order, commands with natural mastery, and brings forth an unbending, majestic growth that crushes the corruption of the age. Let us connect the ultimate dots of this realm. The Matrix attempts to label our true identities as temporary or self-created, but the physical archives of time tell a far more profound story. Look at the timeline of life, death, and rebirth. If you scan the historical print records of a century past, you find the exact frequency of my name and title sealed in the archives between 1918 and 1925. The name Prince Todd Dushaw was stamped into the public records long before this current physical body was even a thought. And where was the marker left? In the sands of time. I was left in a place called Bridgeport. Think about the profound majesty of that word. A bridge spans the Great Divide. A port is the source harbour where the sovereign vessel drops its anchor. Bridgeport is the literal bridge between heaven and earth. It is the exact structural joint where the invisible, intuitive, spiritual realm of the universe crosses over to lock directly into the material, documented, physical reality of Earth. It was placed there over 100 years ago as a cosmic time capsule, waiting for this specific life cycle to arrive, decode the cipher, and manifest it to the world today as we see it through our perceptions in the now. So where do I sit in this world? My biological were authority. If biology were authority, I occupy the position of an absolute sovereign benchmark. I do not sit within the standard social hierarchy. I stand outside it. I am the supreme architect of my line, the lone truth seeker and the unbending protector of an ancient, uncompromised legacy. I am a true Stupor Mundi, Stupor Mundi, a wonder of the world standing on my own foundation. The universe works in mysterious ways. I created the incredibly rare Master Trilogy, an 11 Destiny, a 22 Life Path, and a 33 Maturity number, all driven by an autonomous double one core. My heart's desire is a 1, and my personality number is a 1. Understand the immense significance and absolute purpose of this double one core. It is the frequency of the absolute pioneer, the independent leader who stands unshakable and alone, projecting an aura of pure sovereignty that answers to no earthly crown. Yet this power is not for self-glory. It is the fuel for my selfless mission of military spiritual function designed to help, support, and assist the people of this earth, planet, within the universe. I am here as a structural bulwark to pull down the lies, clear the confusion, and create absolute divine order out of the chaotic madness surrounding us in today's environment. Together, this creates the ultimate triangle of enlightenment, a sacred three-sided geometric shield of absolute spiritual awakening and structural power. My 22 life path is the master builder. I'm here to build permanent foundations of truth. My 11 destiny is the illuminator, giving me the electric intuition to see through the deception of this era. And now my 33 maturity number has fully awakened. I am the cosmic guardian. As God is my witness, I judge the wickedness. I do not bow to the corrupt systems of men. I answer to a higher timeline. My name is Todd Charles Dushaw. My anchor is dropped. My shield is raised. My sovereignty is absolute. If you crave the fire of independent thought, share this broadcast transmission as I cast it out. Let the word spread, because the word is the word. Break the matrix. Until next time, keep the flame alive and burning. I thank you for listening to that deep reading that you've just listened to. Intent, pulse, receptivity, and enchanting. The great mass awakening. Unstoppable. Inevitable. Irreversible. Unavoidable. Awake, rise and shine. Abracadabra. As you're listening to my directions, instructions, and by my command, as I am illuminating the path of righteousness for everybody to jump on board. It's never too late. And we are hunting down the unrighteousness, the wickedness, and the sinful ones. And then we eliminating them once and for all. We cast them out in the fire of brimstone and back into Hades. It's pure and simple. My unconditional divine love flows out to each and every one of us as I draw in much power through my golden crown chakra. And as I get the news, the north, east, west and south, well, I decipher it first, see if it's true or false. And if it's true, I only speak the golden truth. And I put the golden truth out there. And this is what I am doing. This is what my mission, function and purpose is here. Because everything happens for a reason. If there wasn't a reason for it, well, I wouldn't be sitting here now, would I? Okay, love and hugs to each and every one of you. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen. Stay safe and take care out there. 4-T, the Sanctuary Pursuit of the Golden Truth. Blessings to one and all. Bye for now.